night, playing in the qualifiers and then playing on stage here against Yellow Clash in the first round, whereas for the seeds coming in today, for the first time they've played on the stage and in this venue, which can sometimes play a part. We certainly saw a number of seeds exit the competition this afternoon and also this evening.
Yeah, as we spoke about, that is down to the standard, and there's no question that the qualifiers playing one game on that stage first is a bit of an advantage.
Still trying to sort out who's going to throw first at the moment. These two have only met once in competition. That was back in 2009 in a Players' Championship event in Holland, and Jyhan Artut won that 6-3. But a lot has happened between 2009 and now, particularly in terms of the career trajectory of Michael van Gerwen, who did win the throw to start off this match and kicks off with a confident 137.
Well, Artut is straight in there as well. 140. Good start to the game from both players, just to get the crowd revved up a bit.
100.
But he is a superb young player, is Michael. From the age of 13, 14, his career was mapped out really. Come to the PDC and then just didn't do it. Won the odd tournament, but just didn't have that consistency. But 3 years ago, started learning how to win and hasn't stopped since.
140. He enjoyed 2 wins on the European Tour last year and won our last event, the Dutch Masters, beating Mervyn King in the final. So gets us underway. And an early leg on the board. He's also won a Players' Championship final in Barnsley and a UK Open qualifier in Wigan at the start of this year. And also looking good in the Premier League, beaten by Phil Taylor on Thursday night, avenging that opening night defeat when Phil Taylor was in a bit of a rut, getting used to that new set of darts and everything else that was going on.
Yeah, that was a massive game between Michael and Phil on Thursday night. It meant so much to each player, possibly more to Phil, a little bit more to Phil than Michael, because he couldn't lose to Michael, because people are just going to say, well, Michael's now the master. But the old master taught the young master a lesson on Thursday night, and perhaps that's it doesn't need waking up, but sometimes you just need a little bit of a reality check, and perhaps that Thursday night defeat by Phil will do that. But these two were on the sports show last night, did a great job for the sport, I have to say, in the PDC. We need people that are going to do a good job and promote it. And fair play to the two, they did a very good job.
Yes, we were watching that on the TVs in the hotel here. Germany's biggest Saturday night sports show, and they did a little exhibition match. Russ Bray was calling the shots as well, as Artut looks to take out a 149, very, very close indeed. 104.
That's the difference in Michael van Gerwen's game now than 4 or 5 years ago. He punishes his opponents. I mean, that's unlucky from Artut with the 149. But van Gerwen just absolutely gives him a haymaker. And that's the area where Phil Taylor is so good above everybody else. It isn't that he outscores them and whatever, it's that crucial shot out under pressure.
And the winner of this match will play Another young rising star from England, David Pallett, who saw off one of the seeds, Andy Hamilton, this afternoon. Pallett playing well this weekend. Has his own way of going out with some unconventional outshots, but they're working to good effect so far this weekend.
100. 98.
If you have to, you know, try and be a perfectionist and not pick holes in Michael's game, because there isn't many holes to be quite honest, and the ones are tiny. But he does tend to go missing in the middle of games. You know, where he's throwing 9 darts without hitting a treble in some legs, and you know, when you're playing someone like Taylor, that swings in the first maximum. I mean, Phil, you know, stormed off into a lead 4-1. Michael gets it back to 4-all, and then the next 2 legs literally didn't hit a lot, and made it easy for Phil to get them 2 legs.
Yeah, it just sort of drifts off
22
for a spell.
143.
Which I'm sure is something he's conscious of and will work on as he looks to
55.
seal his place among the very top legends of the game, and already 3-0 up against the German qualifier. 2 more matches to complete the second round to come, but there's just a look at the averages early on in this match.
Yeah, very good average there, especially the overall average. That's absolutely, if you looked at overall average, you would expect the first 9 dart average to be pushing 120. But what that means is, I was going to say, that means that he's taken the doubles out when given the chance. Pretty consistent on that, so he's scoring, setting the shot up, taking the doubles out pretty consistently, you know, all 3 categories.
100.
Next up, it's Ian White against Ronnie Baxter, another match to look forward to, as indeed is the final one of the night. Simon Whitlock, another popular player here in Germany, taking on Finland's Jyhan Artut, and that will complete the second round. The third round lineup for tomorrow afternoon already shaping up very nicely indeed.
100.
When we're back for Easter Monday, 1 in the afternoon here in Germany, midday if you're watching us in the UK, wherever you're watching us,
138.
via PDC TV
61.
or Corals the Bookmakers or Bet365. Hope you're enjoying this Easter weekend of arrows from Germany.
65.
Well, it don't get much better. A glass of champagne, a nice big Easter egg, and a game of darts on the TV.
What more could you want?
65. January 1, 96.
Well, you kind of fear that these are about the only shots that Artut's going to get to take legs off of Michael, and he's not done anything with it. So 25, and how many times would you hit the bullseye going for this? And, well, he hasn't even hit the 25. Wants 17 for double top now. Double top, he gets straight in the middle. And they're the darts of a very confident man, you know, missing the target with the first dart. No hesitation. You know, his brain's as clear as anything with the counting. Doesn't have to step back and, you know, recoup. It just, or regroup, I should say. Just straight in double top.
And getting up there and getting the job done. Artut looking for his first maximum of the match. And I'm sure Van Gerwen will be looking to show no mercy against
96.
the local player from Hanover in Germany. But having seen Phil Taylor whitewash Magnus Carris a few moments ago, Gerwen will just look to turn the screw and get the job done as quickly as possible in a similar fashion.
24.
Yes, he would have probably watched the back end of Phil's game and see the 6-0, and he'll want to come up here and No, Phil, anything you can do? I can match it. It's a little bit of one-upmanship. It's what they're all after.
80. Genuine 115.
Well, it was a similar situation earlier on, although Artut wanted... I can't understand that shot at all. I honestly, Mike, you know, I mean, he's obviously going bull 25 to leave double top, but you practice on that treble 20 all day. You know Van Gerwen's at the top of his game, likely to take the 101 out. You've got to go for the biggest percentage targets on the board.
Double top for 5-0.
81. Genuine 132.
Just under the double top wire. So Artut led off there. And just to give the crowd something to cheer about, he'll look to get a leg on the board. It's getting closer and closer to that double 16. Can he ease it in?
16.
Oh, just the other side of the wire that time.
20.
Those are the chances that you just cannot afford to let someone like Michael Van Gerwen capitalise on, and capitalise he does.
Game on.
Well, the first leg of the game, he missed the 149, missed that double 16, and how different would it have been if he'd have, taken 60. That out, and Michael comes in and takes the 104 out, and there we see the percentage on doubles. That's exceptional at 63%, 5 out of the 8.
140.
That really is top-notch darts.
$140.
We'll run through some of the third round matches for you a bit later on before we sign off tonight, but with a number of big seeds going out this afternoon, it's opening up quite nicely in certain areas of the draw.
95. Genuine 161.
But the number 2 seed, Dave Chisnell, going through. The number 1 seed here, Michael Van Gerwen.
Game, shot, and match, Michael Van Gerwen.
So our second consecutive whitewash on this second round evening of the German Masters.